بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الحديث السادس والعشرون عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: كل سلامة من الناس عليه صدقة، كل يوم تطلع فيه الشمس تعدل بين اثنين صدقة، وتعين الرجل في دابته أو تحمله عليها أو ترفع له عليها متاعه صدقة، والكلمة الطيبة صدقة، وبكل خطوة تمشيها إلى الصلاة صدقة، وتميط الأذى عن الطريق صدقة. رواه البخاري ومسلم. Hadith number 26, reported by the two Imams, Imam Bukhari and Muslim, rahimahumullah ta'ala rahmatan wasi'ah, and the authority Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. And Abu Hurairah, his real name is Abdul Rahman bin Sakhr, and he has narrated in total how many ahadith? 5,000. Ahsan, 5,374, 5374 ahadith in total. The authority of Abu Hurairah said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, every single joint of the human body requires sadaqah every single morning that the sun rises. And then he goes on to mentioning some of the sadaqat that a person can perform. And he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ta'dilu bayna ithnayni sadaqah. Judging between two people is sadaqah. وتعين الرجل في دابته. Helping a man on his mount or his belongings on the mount, on the animal, nowadays the vehicle, is sadaqah. The good word, the pure word is sadaqah. Saying something good to someone is sadaqah. Every single step towards the masjid for salah is sadaqah. And removing an obstacle from the road is sadaqah. And the previous hadith that we mentioned yesterday was about sadaqat as well. The blessings of sadaqat and the different ways of earning more sadaqah than other people. And we mentioned manipulation of the intention and the niyyah to increase the ajr and the sadaqat even more, tenfold. And in here, sadaqah has been mentioned with gratitude and payment due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every single day for our joints. And it's surprising that apart from other parts of our body, ligaments and flesh and blood, eyes, nose, ears, the joints of our body have been specified in the hadith, showing us the greatness of this ni'mah that we never think of. Even when we talk about blessings and we reflect those few times, we mention the eyes, the nose, the ears, we rarely hear joints, the blessing of the joints, that we use literally every single second of the day, even when we're sleeping. Most of our body, alhamdulillah, has not been made stiff and we're able to move them due to all those joints. As mentioned in the other hadith and proven by science as well, in total 360 joints. For a while, the scientists, they had counted 340, so they said, this hadith is wrong. It goes against science. When in the last couple of decades, they found joints even in the ear, minute joints inside the ear. And then that added up to 360. Sadaqa Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So every single day that you wake up, you have to pay sadaqah equal to the 360 joints in your body. Showing us that yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this body and to an extent is given for free. But at the same time, we have to understand that there are parts and factors given to us that are not completely for free, and we have to pay for them. Nothing in the deen is for free. As one of my ustads had mentioned when speaking about fiqh masail, and we have mentioned this many times before, when discussing the fiqh mas'ala of the animals grazing on the land where you've actually acquired water, that mas'ala with the mas'ala of rain coming from the sky. And even in these small matters, the zakah is different, because the rain from the sky is from Allah Azza wa Jal. So if the rain causes the grass to grow and your animals graze on that land, then your zakah is more than if you put the effort acquiring the water in the land. So nothing in the deen is for free. A hafiz of the Quran, yes, he's got the status, he's got the rank, the success, the blessings, but at the same time he has to revise every day. If he goes against the Quran, his punishment is double. And he has to stay with the Quran, because if he doesn't, then the Quran will be against him. You have to hold it tight. So anything given has a payment to it as well. So these 360 joints every single day has to be paid for in sadaqat. So every sadaqah, alhamdulillah, that we mentioned the other hadith as well, the sadaqat, every tasbih is a sadaqah, every alhamdulillah is a sadaqah, Allahu Akbar is a sadaqah. Good righteous deeds are sadaqah. Making your intention in such a way that your daily activities that you do, they all become sadaqat. But instead of worrying every single day about the 360 sadaqat that you have to do for the joints, it would suffice if you pray 2 rak'ats of duha. 2 rak'ats after sunrise, between sunrise and dhuhr, would be sufficient for the 360 joints that you have to pay for every single day. And specifically in the hadith, judging between 2 people is considered sadaqah. When you meet 2 people and they're arguing and you try to mediate between them, then that is considered sadaqah. When you help someone, let's say you see an elderly person getting their shopping into the vehicle, into their cars, helping them is considered sadaqah, even if they're a kafir. Because a kafir being helped in that way is a form of da'wah as well as sadaqah. And a good word is sadaqah. When you meet your brother saying something good that makes them happy, mashallah, you got nice clothes today. Enough for sadaqah. These are good words that you get sadaqat from. Every single step towards the masjid is a sadaqah. And in another hadith, you will be given a reward for the first step, and then a sin will be removed for the second step, and so on until you reach the masjid. And removing an obstacle from the road is sadaqah. So try your best, get into the habit of looking for these ways of earning sadaqat and increasing day by day. Especially when it comes to the obstacle of the road, sometimes we may drive by an obstacle that we see will cause problems to the other car. Alhamdulillah, you saw it, but you can cause problems to the next car. Just stop your car, get out of the car, move it to the side, and carry on driving. It will take less than a minute where you will earn sadaqat. This should be the aim, the mindset of the believer. Instead of focusing on money that we unfortunately do all the time, every single day, we even dream about money. Like one brother, he was standing in salah and he was moving his hands in this way, just flicking with his fingers during salah. So after the salah, the person next to him, He said, brother, you're moving your fingers while standing in salah. What's this? Why are you moving your fingers? He goes, Akhi, I'm an accountant. I was counting my salary and the money coming in and out in salah. So unfortunately, our mindset is all with mal, worldly incomes and finances. When that should be the least of our worries, because it's already written 50,000 years before Adam alayhi salam how much we're going to get. So focus on the reward and getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Focus on getting close to Him, repenting and turning back. And having a pure heart, because that's the only thing that will matter in the day that all these money, these lands, these houses will be meaningless. Even though you want to trade everything you had for blessings and mercy on that day. To no avail. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala safeguard us on that day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us away from His wrath and anger, and allow us to earn His pleasure and happiness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us close with His book, keep us close to the sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and have the correct mindset of earning as much rewards and making our right side of the scale as heavy as possible. Barakallahu feekum wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
غرباء 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 غرباء